While working on a home remodel company, Elijah Carter was working the surveillance at night when he stumbled upon something the owner never mentioned. Hidden behind stacked drywall sat a secret crawl space nobody had bothered to check. With no co-workers around on his day off, Elijah decided to explore the space alone, a choice he'd soon regret.
But while I came across something that was really cool, and I feel like it sets this house apart. The reason why I'm just not founding this crawl space is because of this drywall. The owner, she had this drywall covering the crawl space. But that's not the cool thing about it. And I want y'all to check this out. So while I was here, I found this table, and I also found this extra space right here. You have a vent right there. I think I just heard some footsteps. This can't be a squatter.
Elijah filmed his discovery, planning to share it online. His exploration takes a terrifying turn when he suddenly freezes. What started as a simple video for his Facebook group quickly turned into a nightmare. Despite the empty house, floorboards creaked with phantom footsteps. Even more disturbing, childlike giggles and whispers echoed from somewhere inside the space. The crawl space door then began to swing open by itself. There were no signs anyone had been in the house. This raises a chilling question. What exactly was with him that night? In this upcoming video, we follow the story of a mother who, after working long hours at her demanding job, had to leave her dog at home unattended. To make sure the dog was taken care of, she asked her oldest son, Oscar, to handle feeding duties. The strange events began shortly after Oscar arrived back at the house.
Okay, look, I'm really tripping out now. Something was looking at me through the window, and I heard that lady crying again. Coming out of the kitchen. I'm freaking out. Tripping. Really creeping me out. I ain't going by the basement door. That. There's something in this house with me. There's something in here. I'm telling you. No.
As he went to feed the dog, something bizarre happened. The hallway lights began flickering erratically. Initially, this could be shrugged off as a minor electrical problem, but things quickly took a more unsettling turn. The video clearly captures the light switch moving on its own, without anyone touching it, suggesting that some unseen force might be responsible. The family remains baffled by these occurrences, but they have a strong suspicion that something paranormal is at play. The next day, Oscar managed to record even more strange happenings around the house.
One day, I think it was like the 5th or something, and about 6:30 in the morning, a little handle over there off my grinder come across the floor. It's my little pipe, my little billy club I keep around. It come rolling across the floor this morning. Been pretty quiet lately. I thought I heard voices earlier, but I wasn't sure. It's been pretty quiet for real till now, until a few minutes ago. And we'll see, I guess. Are you here this morning? What do you want? Can you talk to me? Let me know you're here. Okay, so you are here. What do you want? I'm not scared of you. Show yourself. Show yourself to me. I want to see who you are. No, I want to see who you are. Leave me alone. If you can't show me who you are, I want you to leave my house. Show me your face. Show me your face or leave my house. I demand it. No, go. Show me who you are or leave my house. I'm not afraid of you. What do you need? What do you want? Why do you keep bothering me? Are you still here? Hello? I'm not here to harm you, and I do not want you to harm me. Just tell me what you want. Who are you? Do you want me to leave this house? Is this your house? Do you want me to leave? Do you want me out of your house? No, because this is my house. I want you out of my house. If you can't show yourself, I want you to leave.
With such unnerving activity going on, would you have stayed in the house or made the decision to move? This is a video shared by Raul Ramirez. It was captured by a staff member of a restaurant who was the last person remaining in the kitchen that night to finish some cleaning. Raul states that several employees swear to have seen shadows in there that just stand in the corner for a moment and then are mysteriously gone. The man recording, though, had seen something in the corner of his eyes, which is why he started the video initially. Could he capture a shadow person here? He certainly thinks so. Or is this just something else that was placed in the corner there? It certainly wasn't there before though, so what do you think? A security guard was working the night shift, keeping an eye on the monitors when something caught their attention. The property was closed and empty, or at least it should have been. On one of the screens, they spotted someone, or something, that didn't look quite right. The guard couldn't make sense of what they were seeing. This wasn't your typical trespasser.
Del techo, viene bajando los objetos, viene bajando los objetos. ¿A dónde va a chequear? ¿Cómo va a salir? Por ahí por donde está esa luz que está enfocando. Esta lámpara, mire, un objeto rojo, a ver la arena, mire cómo está brincando. Mire cómo sube la luz y la pared, ese objeto rojo, mire. Mire cómo está, mire cómo está. Mira cómo está el objeto rojo en la esquina. Va a salir de nuevo otra vez. Mire cómo está brincando, mira allá, cómo se mete como el lavadero, mire cómo va bajando el lavadero. Míralo ahí. Mire cómo viene ahí. Ya, para mí, yo nunca he visto una bruja. Pero para mí es...
The footage showed a dark figure floating through the empty spaces. According to the officer, it drifted around like a shadow, moving in ways no normal person could, before disappearing into thin air. Was this really evidence of something supernatural? A ghostly late-night visitor? Or was there a more down-to-earth explanation for what the cameras caught that night? The next video doesn't provide much context, but like many such recordings, it certainly tells a compelling story. It begins with two employees working late at night. One of them, named Curtis, mentions that their building is believed to be haunted, with numerous strange incidents reported over time. He notes that the second floor is where most of the activity happens. As Curtis speaks with his coworker, a peculiar noise echoes from the second floor. Knowing that someone needs to investigate, Curtis volunteers to head upstairs. However, as soon as he arrives, it becomes clear that he might regret his decision to go alone. Although it's uncertain why he brought a camera, it seems he hoped to capture evidence of the paranormal, given the building's haunted reputation. As he explores the dimly lit floor, he inadvertently captures something unsettling on video.
One by one nè lo cái gửi là
Cánh à?
Inu one kawai ha inu ka mga tabani ho ano.
It appears that Curtis has recorded a shadowy figure lurking in one of the rooms. He only notices this dark shape later, while reviewing the footage. What's particularly chilling is that this figure vanished before he could enter the room to check it out. Just like the viewers, Curtis is left wondering what or who this entity might be. This isn't the only eerie moment caught on camera. Earlier in the video, as Curtis walks past the door, another figure seems to hide from view. It's unclear whether this was the same entity or merely an innocuous piece of furniture. Given the building's haunted reputation, however, many viewers are inclined to think it could be something more sinister. What do you think Curtis recorded? Could it be evidence of a haunting, or is there another explanation? This video was uploaded to a channel called FrostmareTV, which is owned by a young man who is supposedly living in a pretty haunted apartment. He states that he sometimes could hear some really eerie noises in the middle of the night, and ever since moving into the place, he also felt like he was being watched, but could never really put his finger on what exactly made him feel this way. One night he was recording a piano lesson, and this was when the eerie incidents that are about to follow took place. The recording was pretty old, and I fully remastered the footage for you guys.
Hallo?
The young man is obviously experiencing a pretty malevolent and powerful haunting in his new place. And if that isn't terrifying enough, he had to acknowledge that a dark shadow entity was standing right in his living room that night. Possibly causing all the interference with the television, as well as all the objects that were being moved around. And no, he did not see this thing at the time. He would have bolted out of there, he states. It's quite the creepy thought, knowing that some evil force seems to be tampering with your devices late at night. The man had no idea what this thing wanted from him, but it is said that he moved out shortly after realizing that he wasn't alone that night, and I can't blame him for that. Andrea, a young night officer, rented a cabin in the woods for a weekend getaway. On her first night, while relaxing in the living room, she heard strange noises that seemed to come from a neighboring house. When she went to investigate, she discovered something unsettling was completely abandoned. The next morning, Andrea decided to document her experience on video, but while filming, something unexpected happened.
Estoy parando en esta casa que tengo acá atrás. Pero de noche escucho golpes en esta casa que está acá. Ahí. Me quiero acercar a ver si veo a alguien o a ver si veo algo. Creo que está abandonada. No tiene autos, no veo gente, pero a la noche se escuchan golpes. Me voy a acercar todo lo más pueda para poder verla. Es esta casa que está acá, miren. Voy a ir mejor por el frente de la casa, a ver. Tiene también esta casilla que está acá, pero está cerrada. Ay, escuchar ruidos. Me vuelvo.
A strange sound could be heard in the actual video. As she approached the front of the abandoned house, the same mysterious sounds from the night before started again. Frightened, Andrea quickly retreated to her cabin, but the story doesn't end there. When she shared the video online, viewers noticed something she hadn't seen while filming. A dark figure appeared to enter the abandoned house. Some even spotted what looked like a shadowy shape watching from one of the windows. Could Andrea have been under surveillance by something supernatural? Many locals say these woods harbor unexplainable entities, beings that prefer to stay hidden, but are always watching from the shadows. This video was recorded by two friends who were visiting a pretty notorious house. This case was all over the news at the time. A young woman was found that unfortunately had lost her life there. She was kept in the basement by the owner. Horrifying things went down there at the time, and now this house stands abandoned. Keep that in mind. However, somehow it seemed that something still remained there.
This is a freaky house.
Look at the right side window. Is something moving the curtains, perhaps? It almost looks like it.
What was the basement like? Where?
And let's look at the window again one more time. It almost appears as if something is standing on the other side of it for a second. How mysterious. Or was it just a reflection from the outside?
This is the basement where the little girl was tortured. Dude, come here. As you can see, this is what the basement looked like. That's fucked.
Oh, hell no. This picture is serious, too.
Dude, I ain't fucked.
There's a picture of the stairs.
Dude, I ain't fucked. I'm not fucked.
There's a picture of the stairs.
I
swear to God.
Could it be that the girl's spirit could still be stuck to this house? Some people believe that this is the case, unfortunately. But let's hope that it's not true. Below Paris, there lies a labyrinth of ancient tunnels and mass graves that are known as the catacombs. They have been inaccessible for many years, and to make it even creepier, they are mostly unmapped, without anybody knowing the exact layout. One day, a video camera was found, supposedly the last footage of an adventurer that went missing down there. It was picked up by another group of explorers, and what they found on the footage was simply terrifying. I tried to remaster the footage as best as I could. Let's see.
It's very bizarre. So basically he's filming what he's seeing very deep inside the catacombs, other than the point of view shots or pictures of bones. Human bones. This person occasionally stops and he photographs bones, often in the shape of an arrow. These arrows point in a direction. Occasionally also he stops to photograph roomfuls of bones, which means that he's very deep inside the catacombs. What happened to him? Nobody knows. I mean, there are 400 miles of tunnels like this. People have been painting in the catacombs for centuries. So it is possible with these paintings that we may be able to retrace an itinerary to some extent. After about 40 minutes of these point of view shots, the person begins to walk faster and faster. Then he begins to run. We hear his breathing get louder and louder, as though something was scaring him. He's frightened. Occasionally he stops, perhaps to try to decide which way to run among all the many different corridors. He's running faster and faster and faster, deeper and deeper into the catacombs. And all of a sudden, and it keeps rolling until it runs out of tape.
The man recording the footage has never been found, and the tape baffled many experts at the time. Did this explorer just get lost? Or was he perhaps afraid of something? Afraid of something that he saw? Other theories state that he might have lost his mind at the time. Maybe something drove him mad, and he disappeared into the dark tunnels, never to be seen again. It's quite creepy, and one of the most mysterious found footage tapes to ever be released. The first series of videos were recorded by a user called Frolylicious Music. He has shared the following clip, which was recorded by his son. Apparently the young man woke up to one of his electronics, which turned on all by itself. It was hard to see, but there appeared to be something really creepy on it. Does this appear like a face to you? Some say this is the case. But other stuff kept happening in their house. Around 3 AM, Frolylicious woke up to some really inexplicable noises from the bathroom. He recorded the incident, and this is what he saw. We can see that a cloaked figure is walking by, very fast in the bathroom. Unfortunately, he did not go in and turn the light on to figure out what was going on. But what do you think happened here? Is this house haunted, or is this just a prank? User L Gap recently moved into a new apartment and claims he's been experiencing numerous supernatural events since settling in. Living alone, he notes that similar occurrences took place in his old house, but they weren't as intense. One day, while recording a video to explain his absence to his followers, something strange happens.
Amigos, no he podido subir Spotlight ni contenido aquí en Snapchat porque me estoy mudando. Apenas acabo de llegar a este departamento completamente nuevo, de verdad, mil disculpas, pero ya les prometo que ahora sí, en estos días, Estoy solo y me acaban de cerrar la puerta que está atrás de mí, que es la del baño. No es la primera vez que me pasa, justo eso les iba a decir, no es la primera vez que me pasa. No es la primera vez que me pasa, se los juro, y no hay nadie. No hay nadie. No es la primera vez que me pasa. No hay.
The bathroom door behind him slams shut on its own. Another night, he wakes up around 3 a.m. to unsettling noises. Grabbing his phone to document the situation, he ventures out to investigate and captures something truly chilling.
Son las 3:30 de la noche y estoy escuchando ruidos muy extraños. Lo más perturbador de todo es que la luz del baño está prendida y no hay nadie. No hay nadie. Voy a apagarla porque neta me está dando miedo. Hay alguien al fondo. Hay alguien al fondo. Hay alguien al fondo. Ya no hay nadie. Ahí está. ¿Pero por qué? Si la prendo desaparece. No hay nada. No hay nada.
He notices the bathroom lights are on. As he approaches to turn them off, he spots a dark, eerie figure with a pale gray face standing by the door. However, when he flips on the lights, the figure vanishes without a trace. Frightened, he decides to leave the lights on for comfort and tries to go back to sleep. Unfortunately, he's soon awakened again by more disturbing sounds, this time coming from above him.
No hay nadie. Y esto tiene candado, no se puede abrir. No se puede abrir. ¡Qué mierda! Ay, yo ya me voy de aquí.
Determined to find the source, he heads up the stairs, only to find the attic door swinging open by itself. A creepy figure briefly peeks out from the door before disappearing. But when he goes to investigate, there's no one there. A few days later, the power goes out, prompting him to light candles around his home. As he does, he starts hearing spooky noises coming from outside. What he sees next is truly terrifying.
Hace un rato se me fue la luz y he estado escuchando ruidos muy extraños afuera. Prendí unas velas, pero ya me dio miedo salir, porque ya los ruidos ya empeoraron. Hay alguien parado. Hay alguien parado. Hay alguien parado. ¿Qué quieres? ¿Quién eres? Se le ve la cara pálida. Se le ve la cara pálida. ¿Quién eres? Por favor, ya déjame. Ya déjame. No hay nada. No hay nada. No hay nada. No hay nada.
Right next to the bathroom, he spots a silhouette covered by a black sheet, as if a person were hiding beneath it. But when he pulls the sheet away, he discovers there's no one there. This experience frightens him so much that he decides to call someone to bless his apartment. So was this a genuine ghost encounter, or simply a well-crafted hoax? What do you think? This clip was recorded by some friends in Japan who were having fun together in the local woods on a weekend. It was pretty late when the group decided to make their way back to their cars, and it seems that a blind passenger was joining the ride home. No one seems to have noticed the spirit. Was the ghost lady part of the group all along, when nobody realized that she was on board?